Hello, it is going to be a fun video. So I am moving. Our landlord sold the house. We have about 2 months before we have to be out. So in order to start packing, I'm going to go through my books. You can't really see them because we have a couch here now, so I don't really know where to put my tripod. I'm now going to go through my books and unhaul some. I do already have some books that I'm unhauling. Let me grab those. So I already have this tiny stack of books that I'm unhauling. I can take them to a half price books. I need to get 2 books off my shelf because they are friends' books and not mine. I'm going to go through all of this, see what I want to keep out of the books that I own, the books that I haven't read. I do this frequently of going through my books, but I really do need to like clear off books that I have because it's so stressful moving with books. I think I have a small set of books over there, so I'm gonna go check those books first and see if I want to get rid of any of those. If not, great, so we'll check that first. All those books are staying because they're books about writing, which I will use. So now we're gonna go through. Obviously I have my Legos here, so all the Legos are staying. This is staying. This book here I already know because it's like I use it as a coffee table book. I do use it as like a coffee table book. It's being displayed. He doesn't believe in me. We'll probably be able to go through some of this pretty quickly. Let us move over here to this shelf. What, Luke? He's really yelling at me. Up here we have Julie Kagawa, we have Suzanne Collins, we have Sarah Glenn Marsh, we have The Last Unicorn books. Obviously all of these are staying. These shelves are an obvious definite. It's when we get down here that maybe things will start to go. These are the books that I've read recently. There is a DNF and 2 books that I don't want to keep. And by the time I do my wrap up, I'll most likely have already brought these books to half price books. So I'm just gonna take them off my shelf now. And I have the list of the books that I've read in order. I just got these and I love these, so I'm gonna keep them. Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse. I don't think I'm gonna keep this one. Also because the copy I have, whatever child had it, child colored it. This, I have not read it. I looked at this. I don't think it's something that I will ever read. Part of me only wants to keep it because it's in French and it has a fox on the cover, but I don't think that there's an actual fox in the book from the description. So also it is written in a style where it's like just, this is just a full paragraph. I'm gonna have this as a maybe while I go through everything else, think about it. The Physics Book of Deliverance Dane. I don't think I want to keep this book, but I think I want to see if my aunt would read this because I think my aunt would like this, and I do want to read the sequel. So we'll put this in the maybe just because I think my aunt might find it interesting. I like Heartstopper. I think the art style is pretty. I just don't know if I want to keep it. We're going to put them in maybe. I'm going to see if my cousin wants them. These are also books I've read. These are where we're getting into books that I haven't read, which is where Storygraph is going to come into play. These are magazines from my college, but have these little, I think they were once a semester, and you could submit things for them and then a committee picked what went in. I have pieces in 2 of them, which are right here. I don't have works in any of these. I will double check and see if I have any friends who are in these, and if not, I will decide. I'll either use it, I could try and do blackout poetry with it, or I'll cut stuff out and I can use them in my journal. This is Equity and Access in Higher Education, and I only have them because Paul LeBlanc wrote them. These are maybe. I'm not gonna keep L'homme qui plantait des arbres. I'm not gonna keep this one. There seems to be a mix on the female main character in this just kind of being pushy. I'm also just concerned that this cover was made with AI. I feel that way because, like, the straps on her shirt don't seem to line up well. This bulge here, and obviously there's words, it's hard to tell, just don't seem right. They conveniently hid the thumbs, so I don't know if the thumbs are missing or just conveniently left out. Yeah, because I feel the cover is AI, and if it's not, I will go back and buy it, but I feel like this cover is AI. Goodbye. Pleasure of My Company. This is by Steve Martin. That is legitimately the only reason I picked this up. Possibility that I wouldn't like this. I do want to give it a try because I like Steve Martin, but let me actually read the synopsis again. I like Steve Martin. I think he's funny. I don't think I'd like this just from the reviews. Apparently there's spiking of drinks in the book and very inappropriate relationship with a therapist. I am not going to read this. I will see if my mom wants to. That will go in the maybe my family will want it pile. It's a fiction novel based off of the life of someone. I'm interested in the story. I would rather read like the actual true story than a fake like historical one version, which is why I DNF'd a book about the Lizzie Borden story, because it was like a retelling, but it was like fictional. No, I'd want to actually read like a biography of somebody who went through that. Nora Roberts' The Awakening. We're gonna get rid of this one. I saw that there's maybe not some good writing of LGBT characters in here. There's also no dragons in the Dragonheart Legacy. And there's really no fantasy aspect, even though it's supposed to be. And that the main character is a little bit insufferable. I only ever wanted to read this because of dragons, and if there's no dragons in this, we're getting rid of it. This one also was one that my friend had a duplicate on her shelf. This was originally, I'm pretty sure, the book that was published on, or like the book talk book that like didn't have the author listed. It was like, can you guess who I am? Or something was going on with it, which I'm pretty sure that's what this book was. Looks like it starts a little slow, but it gets good. But somebody did say that this book was like Throne of Glass, ACOTAR, and Fourth Wing like combined. I'm very anti those for reasons I can get into later if you want. So I don't know, just based on that, if I would like it. This is going in the maybe. This is going in the maybe. We are now at possibly the hardest part of this all. My flipper flops. Thank goodness I wrapped these in white tissue paper so I can see through them. The more books I can get rid of, the more money I can get at half price books, which is not a lot. It's less books on the shelves, so it's less books to transport and more room on my shelves for my books to breathe, because these shelves are packed. Une vie. This is like, it's either an autobiography or a biography of someone famous and like French history that I don't know. And so I tend to only like historical biography books about like people that I know. So we're going to not keep this one. I've also had this on my shelf for years. Gotta look up Daughter of Smoke and Bones. This series, so I don't want to say old, but it's definitely a series that has been out there for a while. A lot of people do like it. It was recommended to me by a family member at a reunion once. You know, with how long this has been on my shelf, I don't think I'm gonna read it. I do have the sequel, so both of these are going to go. I don't see myself picking this up anytime soon. I mean, granted, it was wrapped, but I don't want to read it, is the thing. Going zero has to do with like spyware, watching you. You have to like hide. I don't think I'd want to read it. It's also a man writing a woman, so we know how those turn out a lot of the time. Just feels a little too surveillance-y, and with our day and age, we've already got that. Edith Hamilton mythology. No, I don't want this. Highland Vampire. This is a short story collection, so I'm not sure. Is this a book 2? Well, technically it's the second. It is 3 short stories following the book about these like Highlander guys. So, okay, I would need, because some of the characters that pop up are in the first one. And I don't have the first one. I got this from a library sale. So, why wasn't the first one there? Who knows? Here's the couch so far. So these are the ones I'm going to ask my family if they want them. These are my maybes that I'm going to go through. And then here are my books that I am getting rid of, which I think is a good amount. I have 20 books so far getting rid of. So now let's go through the maybes again. And let me take a picture of these to send to my family. I need to look up these people to see if they want that. So I don't know why I have it. I am going to get rid of that. Heartstopper is accounted for, so we can just put it right by the shelf. My mom said she would not read that. Wait, I got this one signed. Yes, this one's signed, so I'm gonna keep that. I like this one more than this one. This one's signed, so I'm keeping them both. I know that's a weird way to make a decision, but whatever. Okay, now Broken Blade. I'm gonna keep it. We'll give her a shot. I don't want to stand up, so I'm just gonna stay right here. We now have 21 books to get rid of, depending on what my aunt says about this. Now I will take you to bring them to Half Price Books and see how much I get for them. All right, we are at Half Price Books. I've got the bag. It is very heavy. Now we can go see how much I'm gonna get. Guesses in the comments. Is it gonna be double digits? It is the next day. I am home. I got $11.26 for the 21 books that I gave to Half Price Books, which, you know what? $11 I didn't have. Now I'm gonna go have breakfast and hang out with my roommate. If you have read any of the books that I unhauled and you think that I should go get them again another time, if you think I'd really like the book, let me know. Or if there are any like video ideas that you think I should do with me moving, drop them down in the comments, and I'll see you guys in another video. A bientôt.